Wow, look at that. Amazing. This right here is a model of DNA. But what exactly is DNA? Let's explore it in today's episode. DNA, short for deoxyribonucleic acid, is a molecule made up of a group of atoms stuck together in a very special way. It forms a shape called a double helix, a beautiful, twisted, spiral ladder. And guess what? It holds the genetic code that determines everything about a living thing. Simply put, DNA is what makes you, well, you. Now, here's something fascinating. Our bodies are made up of over 3 billion cells, tiny, invisible to the eye. Every cell has a job to do. Some cells make up your bones, others your brain, and some your skin. Together, they create you. But how does each cell know what to do? That's where DNA steps in. Like a boss, it gives instructions, telling each cell exactly what to do. DNA is, essentially, the blueprint for your entire body. But here's the big question. How? How can a bunch of atoms act as the blueprint for all living creatures, from tiny insects to giant trees, from cats to you? Let's find out by starting with amino acids. Amino acids are essential chemicals, often called the building blocks of life. There are 20 different kinds, and your body links them together in specific ways to build proteins. Now, these proteins combine with other chemicals to create cells. Cells then form tissues, tissues make muscles and organs, and all of it comes together to create living organisms, like you, or even the bug under your bed. Here's the amazing part. Proteins come in millions of different kinds, and each protein needs to have the perfect shape to work properly. If the shape is wrong, it simply won't work, and that's when the boss, DNA, steps in to take control. It tells amino acids exactly how to form a perfect protein. This ensures that everything from cells to tissues to entire organisms works just as it should. Take a closer look at the DNA model. It's made of different chemicals represented by colors and letters. These letters form genetic codes spread all along the DNA strand, which is incredibly long and tightly coiled inside the nucleus of each cell. But here's a challenge. DNA can't leave the nucleus. To build proteins, DNA needs to interact with amino acids, which live outside the nucleus in a place called the cytoplasm. So, what happens? The cell makes a copy of the DNA sequence called RNA. RNA looks a lot like DNA, but it's smaller and missing one side of the helix. This smaller size allows it to pass through tiny pores in the nucleus, out into the cytoplasm. Once outside, RNA enters a structure called a ribosome, a protein building machine. Ribosomes read the RNA code 3 letters at a time, pulling amino acids from their surroundings and linking them together in a precise order to form perfectly shaped proteins. And these proteins, they go on to do incredible things like building new cells, healing your body, and so much more. So, what is DNA? In simple terms, DNA is the molecular blueprint for life. It creates RNA, which builds proteins, and proteins bring life into existence. Trivia time. Did you know every human being shares 99% of their DNA with every other human? And even more astonishing, you share 98% of your DNA with chimpanzees. No wonder you feel like jumping around sometimes. Question time. Where is DNA found? Write your answer in the comments section below. And don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button to stay tuned for more amazing content.